Hey guys, welcome back to Mom Likely. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a grocery haul what I just got. This week I only went to Aldi. I did end up picking up a few extra things for my mom, so it's just a little bit over budget, but I still managed to stay within the same budget as last time. So I'll share my receipt with you at the end and show you. So of course, anytime I'm coming in, I need to go ahead and clear out my fridge, get the trash out of there, and wipe anything down. There was a really big spill that happened from a Slurpee in my freezer, which I don't really want to address today. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe this down real quick, and then I'm going to walk you through what I got. Pretty big bag. I was like super shocked getting through the Aldi lines this time. Like I actually got extra stuff too. Like I got groceries, I got some necessities for my mom, I got some things I needed, and I bought a rug. And it's like, if I would have bought all that stuff at my other go-to place, which is Meyer, I for sure would have been like way over. So Aldi has really amazing prices. The first thing that I got at Aldi was this area rug. It's an oversized utility runner. It has like some of that grippy on the back. I really wanted this because we have this long entryway right here, and this little short rug we have just wasn't working. I just haven't been able to find a rug there. I mean, I haven't been super crazy about finding it, but I wanted to find a good deal, and this one was only $15, and it is a 2x8. So I'm excited to roll this out when I pull out the fall decor, because this like linoleum type of flooring or whatever gets really slippery, and this will just help prevent injury. Okay, so I'm going to quickly go through my cold bag first. When I do my shopping, I always kind of try to group things together when I put them on the belt. So that way, like when I go to bag, it makes the process easier at Aldi. Like I just have all my cold stuff in a bag. And then like I try to get it to where like my other like paper products and stuff are in a bag. You know, I'm not like too crazy about it, but I try to keep the cold stuff together. So when I go to bag it myself, it's easier for me to get in and out of there a lot quicker. First up for my cold stuff, I got a re-up on the cheese situation here. I got sharp cheddar, mild cheddar, and I got Colby, and then I got provolone sliced. So something for a sandwich and lots of other like salad and food toppers. This week was one of the weeks where we're getting ready to head back to school, so I thought maybe I should start stocking up on this stuff too. The kids aren't in love with the lunches in our new area, so I'm trying to help them to start taking lunch to school, because in previous years they've never liked to do that really. It's like a sporadic thing, but like they're wanting to take lunches to school more now. So we finally now have come to a place where they can eat lunch meat without throwing a fit. Jordan's still doing like roll-ups. Savannah will actually eat a sandwich. And then of course, when school starts back up, I'm going to be back up in my little morning routine doing my workout. So I want to start getting turkey. So I got a bunch of lunch meat. I got ham, 2 of those, and I got 2 of the turkey. These are all good for quite a while, so I'm going to take 1 of each out, and then I'm going to freeze 1 of each of the other ones. because nothing is worse when you're just like, oh, mom, can I take a lunch to school tomorrow, and you don't have anything prepared because you're not used to having to do lunch every day. So this way, like, I can be able to just pull some of that out, because like we usually have cheese on hand, so I'll just be able to pull out some lunch meat and then have something. I want to make some nice little cheese and chicken and like an Alfredo thing, so I got that. And for vegetables, my vegetables are scattered. So for meat this week, this was a pretty good deal on everything, I think, at Aldi. I don't like Aldi's beef. Now, I did see when I was there, they have a grass-fed version of their beef. If you're somebody that doesn't like it, have you tried that yet? I have not. I thought about grabbing it, but just because I knew I was getting some extra stuff in this grocery haul this week, plus I had already hauled, I didn't want to like go trying things this week, but I'm definitely going to try that grass-fed beef from there next time, because I don't like their regular beef hamburger meat. But so I did get some shrimp. The one that I get that's easy for me, these are tiny, but like that's okay for the kids, and I just throw it as a side and stuff. If we were just having shrimp, I would try to get bigger ones, but this goes good with everything. This is going to be like a combined meal, so the small ones were okay. To pair with that, I got some, I never tried this specific one at Aldi. They usually don't have this package, but this is the one I'm getting. I usually get the Atlantic. I do not like the Coho Aldi salmon. It just seems like there's always like some random bones in it. Now with meat, I mean, you ain't processing it yourself, and you're not getting it from like a professional butcher and stuff, so sometimes there's bound to be like a little extra tendon or something. But the Coho salmon from Aldi, like I feel like the bones are just not where it's at for me, so I don't ever buy that one. But the Atlantic one I do buy. This is my first time buying it with the green label, though. I usually buy it with the blue label. But these are a really good deal, $8.68 and $7.69. This is a really good portion. I don't know, how many ounces is this one actually? 3 servings, and it's 4 ounces serving, so 12 ounces in each one. So yeah, honestly, I can split this up, you know, 4 ways, and we can each have a little bite of this with how we can eat it. I just think that stomach issues and breathing problems and sometimes allergies can occur with food that's like this, so you gotta be careful. Something I noticed with myself too. And I have a hard time digesting really fatty foods, and this is a really filling fatty piece of fish, but because of my eye condition, I really need the vitamins and minerals that's in this, and it's not causing me like extreme digestive upset, so eating a little bit of this is still going to be beneficial for me. So I just bought that shrimp and this to pair together, and like we'll all split it, you know, because everybody doesn't really all want a lot, so it'll pair well with, you know, the sides. I also am trying this for the first time at Aldi. This is a package of grass-fed ribeye steaks. I've never tried these ones from here before. There's 2 to a package. How much were these? This was $11.21 and this one was $11.10. So that's a pretty good deal. I mean, $5 for a piece of steak. I mean, honestly, these aren't huge steaks, so don't get me wrong. It's not like a luxury meal, but this is really all the protein you really need in a meal to sustain yourself. So this is really good. It's going to be a really filling meal paired with sides. Hopefully. I hope it's good. Ribeye's not bad. It's really nice when you season it up well and sear it good. I really want to try to cook this on the Blackstone grill that we just got, because I've never made a steak in a cast iron before in the Blackstone's cast iron top, so I want to try that. And lastly for me, I have 1 pack that's $10 and 1 pack that's $9. I got 2 packages of chicken. This is just regular boneless, skinless chicken breast. When it comes to chicken, this is the most lean and the most healthiest one to get is the chicken breast. So I got this. I do, like, if I'm trying to be budgeting and stuff, I will do more drumsticks. I never typically buy chicken thighs just because it's like usually a higher fat content. Although it's cheaper and it's really good, it's just something that I haven't ever really cooked with. I know there's a couple recipes that I would like to try with them because of the fat content, that would be better. But typically if I'm cooking chicken, it's usually boneless chicken or a boneless skinless chicken breast. And then I got some cream cheese. They had the Philadelphia brand, so I just grabbed this one. And then I also got some unsalted butter because I want to do some baking. Typically I always just have salted, so I want to have this on hand. Butter's really cool too because you can freeze it, so it's like it ain't gonna go bad, you know. But let's go ahead and get this cold stuff in, and then I'll show you everything else I got. at what point, but at some point James just randomly picked up bacon from Walmart, so I have a bunch of that in here as well. It's good until September, so I'm actually just going to freeze a quick pound of it. I also got some hash browns from Aldi. These are like the, you know, the regular shredded potato hash browns. So I'm going to try to cook these in the air fryer and see, because I'm really craving like a waffle and hash brown breakfast. So I got those. Okay, so moving right along now. So what I like to do with my bags, I carry a big bag. I have one of those zippered coolers from Aldi bags. It's kind of like a 31 dupe. It's like an Aldi insulated like large lunch tote basically. I have one of those that's zippered, and so what I do when I'm shopping, I just fold my bags up like this, and I literally just refold them up, and then I shove them in that bag, and I just take that one bag with me in, and it's always zippered and closed. I don't have bags falling out. And then if I'm carrying anything quick with me, like a wallet or keys, I can stuff them in that bag and won't lose them in the cart, because that cart also, like Aldi carts also don't have any resting places like on the bars, so I like that. But that's how I always do my bags. Sometimes the bag ends up in the house, but for the most part I try to just get these stuff right back into that bag, and I keep it right in the trunk of my car, so that way I always have my shopping bags. Next up, I have a bunch of drinks here that I bought and like heavy stuff, so I need to come over here. So I had to re-up on some dressings. I got some Italian there, I got some ranch. These are both really good values. They're like $1 something. And then I also got some Thousand Island to try. I never tried this dressing before, but I've recently learned that I think this is what we dip our blooming onion in, and I just found like a recipe for a blooming onion, so I kind of wanted to try it. So I just want to have this here if I try it. I also picked up my standard 2 pasta sauces. I usually get the one with meat in the sauce. That's usually the one that I try to do. So I got 2 of those. Some Clamato olives. This is called for in a recipe that I want to make. And I also had to get a new stock of my oils. Oils are expensive. Oils are really expensive, but they're really good for you. And if you're at all health conscious, or you have health issues, if you're not like if you don't have aversions to fat in your diet, olive oil, extra virgin olive oil is one of the healthiest things you can absolutely do for yourself. Especially for women, like during our cycle, your menopause and stuff, having these specific omegas in our diet helps regulate our hormones and stuff. So extra virgin olive oil, you can literally just take a teaspoon or a tablespoon of this a day if you want. But yeah, this bottle of extra virgin olive oil, this bottle was I think just under $10 at Aldi. And then I also got avocado oil. The avocado oil, I believe, is $5 something. So I think it's like just under $6. The thing with the oils though, when you're cooking, so this is the healthiest thing to cook with. If you're gonna do most things, you can cook still with some kind of oil like this. I know really like if you're doing heavy frying, a lot of people use other, but I never fry anything. And if I do, I only fry stuff what goes in this. And I usually never fry anything breaded. So this kind of oil usually does the job, but the avocado oil specifically has a higher heating point. So even though these are both safe for high heat, as opposed to like a vegetable oil or whatever, it can become, what's the word? The studies they're saying like it becomes toxic. So it's like a carcinogen at a higher heating point for a lot of cheaper cooking oils. So when you opt for these, they're better, but the avocado specifically has a higher heating point into like the 400s range. So that way it doesn't become toxic while cooking. So I use this when I cook up chicken and fry and stuff like that. And then I also use this in like dips and rice, and I do cook with it as well. I also picked up some heavy whipping cream. I am trying to make some like Alfredo. And then I got 2 things of orange juice. Woo, this is about to slip. I got 2 of these. James and Jordan really love drinking orange juice. I got a few of those. If your husband also works in service, putting in their diet, which is weird because it's like he's your baby, but if you have things for them, if they work with heavy metals, or they work you know, in the Pum shops, or mechanic, or doing any kind of like service outdoor repair work or whatever, they might come into contact with harmful materials. and metals. And so one of the ways you can help to detox your body from those are by eating herbs. So incorporating into the diet like parsley, cilantro, the vitamin C, upping your vitamin C intake to help bind and rid all those things. This can help as well as Epsom salt baths and having your magnesium levels good. So that's just a little tip. I also got some chocolate milk, especially going into the colder months. Like everybody's vitamin D starts dropping, and as soon as I'm getting like some sore muscles or something, I know something's going on. If I'm having low energy or sore muscles, it's usually like vitamin D, or I need higher fat content. So those. And then I also got some body armors. And I did get 2 waters, but I left one in my car because I usually always have one in my car. I prefer the Meyer water, but I was there. This is cheap, so I got one. I got this laundry detergent for my mom to try. I never tried it, but it's comparative to Tide, so got her that. So for vegetables this week, I just got some Brussels sprouts. I'm going to cook these up in the air fryer. I also got some white bread, and then I got some package of ramen. I bought 2 cucumbers. And I bought just a little thing of cherry tomatoes. These are my favorite ones. Nature's Sweet Shrubs. I love these ones. These are so yummy. I got this yogurt, which is vanilla non-fat Greek yogurt. I really love the Meyer non-fat Greek yogurt. I always do the non-fat one because high-fat foods upset my stomach. And this one just has a bite, if that makes sense. It has like a little sour bite to it. The Greek yogurt. So I got this one to try. I don't like the whole milk one though, because I just feel like it's too sweet. I also got some raspberries. My plan is to make some homemade waffles. And I got some blueberries. Antioxidant. No. I got some chips. I can't keep these in the house. Like James eats so many chips. It's insane. I also got a thing of whipped cream, and I got one of these little like energy water thingies just to have here, and a couple peaches. And for some junk, I got some of the little powdered donuts. These are like Timbits from Aldi. These ones are good. I love the powdered cinnamon ones. That's my favorite one. Also got some wafer rolls. I really need to put these back on the breakfast bar. These ones are good. There's like chocolate in the middle. Took off with one already that she really wanted. She really likes the cheddar turtles, which are basically like, do you have them? Your turtles? Oh, they're like cheeses basically, but they're like little turtles.
They're turtle shaped.
Yeah, instead of goldfish, they're like the little turtles that Aldi has. So she got a box of those. I love these as well myself. These are a nice snack. Alphabet crackers. As soon as I'm done. And then we got some honey buns. You need to eat something first. Food wise. And then I got some of these little brownies. These are good. The kids eat all these from there. Yeah. I also bought some salsa to go with the chips. We like the medium one. I also like to keep this on hand because I like to make something out of this in the crock pot. So I have 2 of those. Now this is something that I really love. One of my favorite things. I don't know how to get this chili sauce. It's not like a chili sauce. It's like a little paste that comes in this right here. These are my favorite ones. These ones are literally my favorite one. It's the hot and spicy chicken flavored ramen packet. I don't know what it is. If you know, let me know, because I've been dying to like find a recipe for it or find that sauce. I need it. I love it. It just tastes so good. So I have those. A quick way that you can just jazz this up, like instead of it so it's like a little bit nutritional, is like what I'll do is like I will cook up some of that shrimp. I'll put shrimp on the side with this, and then I'll also even throw in like hard-boiled eggs. So that's a way you can up the protein in this and make it more of like a little complete meal, even though it's just some noodles, you know. Lastly, for the food, I got some quinoa right here. So that's going to be a good and delicious recipe. I also have some necessities that I needed for myself, and I also got my mom a few things to try. So one of the things I needed stock up on was some Q-tips. I can't remember the quality on these, but I needed a stock of Q-tips. I also needed some bags, so I got gallon size freezer bags, and I got twin, or not twin, it says twin lock. I got some freezer quart bags and gallon bags. I got 2 gallons because I'm sending one of these to school with Jordan because she still has an elementary back to school list, so they need bags. And for back to school, I'm just sending a big disinfectant wipe. I think the disinfectant wipes there, I think, are around $3. And I got myself some paper plates. I try to use my glassware whenever we eat mostly, but on a day like where I just clean everything, that specific day, we're going to use paper plates because I don't want to see no mess, you know what I mean? But otherwise, typically, we're just using our glassware. But in the summer, we use a lot of these with guests, quick things, just quick snacks, whatever. So I always need more paper plates. And Kleenex, I really needed a new one for my car, so I got one of those. This print is cute to me. It's just plain black and white. I love that print. And I also really love this one. I have these quite a bit all over. So I got one for the car and 2 for in here. I needed one on my table. And I needed an extra one. I don't know. I feel like we always need this. I got this diffuser there. It was $12. And I think this is going to fit perfectly inside the cauldron that I bought to like create that little bubbly effect that we've seen everywhere. It looks so cute. And I want one, man. $12. Yes. Wow, you guys, this just smells so good. It smells exactly like the Downy scent, April Fresh. That's my favorite fabric softener scent. I don't ever use the fabric softener because for health reasons, I just try to avoid using fabric softeners. But this smell, when I get done cleaning, this is going on all the furniture. Some of this Dawn Blue, they have the big bottles there. I want to say they're like $4 or $5. And then I got a couple of these hand soaps. I got these hand soaps and that soap for my mom. And I also got her this toilet paper to try, which is Willow 1000 Sheets. It's supposed to be comparable to Scott. To me, I think it's still good. I don't think it lasts as long as a regular roll of Scott because I just use the plain. However, it works pretty good, and it's just her and her man, so this should be good. And then I also got her some trash bags. The 45 count. These are the ones I usually use if I don't buy like a 2-pack twin or something, usually from like Sam's Club or Home Depot or something. I usually try to get the Aldi ones. I don't like any flex trash bag. I feel like they never flex. I feel like they never hold up. I feel like the extra hold up with the flex is never worth the extra few dollars compared to just like a decent standard bag. But I don't know, that's me. So that was everything that I bought from Aldi this week. I'll show you a few other things that I had to buy. At Meijer, I bought this variety pack of Monsters for James. It was around $22 plus deposit. Oh, I also got another 30-pound bag of dog food. This week was a really good deal on the dog food because this is typically $55. And they were running... It's typically $55 for that, but they were running a sale 15% off the big bags, so it ended up being $45. I have paid as much as $60 a bag, so $45 for that bag was actually a really good deal. Yeah, it was actually a really good deal, so I'm glad I got that. Last time I got the free snack, which was worth it because it was like the extra $10 or $15. So far, I've liked shopping at Pet Supply Plus for the dog stuff. I feel like so far they've had little deals and stuff going to help me save a few extra bucks. That's worth it. Even though I'm not racking up like the M-Perks money at Meijer, it really helps work out for the times when I am shopping at Aldi and stuff and I'm not using a member reward program to shop. So my dollar amount really isn't stretching any further than what it is. So Pet Supply Plus has been doing me well. Also though, from Meijer, I got some Dial antibacterial. I really love the Mrs. Meyer's hand soaps. I love Bath & Body Works hand soaps as well, but they actually break my hands out, like all of them I've noticed over the last holiday ones I've had. So I'm not going to be buying those anymore. The Mrs. Meyer ones I love, but I really want to get back into the antibacterial hand soap for the cold season. I just feel like that's very important. I just feel like doing this, like there was a lot of little colds and stuff, and I don't know. I just want antibacterial hand soap. I picked up a bottle of Pine Sol. This just smells so good. So I really love a good multifunctional item or product. So yeah, pine salt, baby. It's in the power. It's the power of pine salt, baby. Okay, so that was everything that I got for grocery wise. Let me go ahead and put this stuff away and let me show you my receipt. Continue on with cleaning the kitchen. The kids want to just take a break and go swimming real quick, so we're gonna head up to our local community pool and go for a quick swim. Well, that was really fun. So now that the season has dwindled down, we won't be swimming there anymore. But next year we did decide we're going to get a membership in our community so we can go. We went quite a few times. Actually twice we ended up having to leave early because of some things that were going on there and we didn't know. So we kind of had bad luck for the city pool, but next year we're going to go ahead and get one. I really wanted to put one in the backyard, but I just don't think we have the space, and I don't think I have the mental space to care for it either, even if I got a small one. So we're just going to access the city one that we have because it's a pretty good deal. As long as we go like a handful of times, like it's definitely worth the money, and I can run the girls up there quite a bit. So that'll be next year's like activity enrichment that we can plan for. I'm really happy that I had this video planned ahead of time, actually, that I had filmed this because I had hurt my back so bad. I had a sneeze attack and literally I sneezed about 20 different times and then I just could barely move. It took 6 days to fully recover to be able to like really bend down and move and get things done. And then I was filming today, so as I was doing today's video, I was taking apart the dryer like most of you had told me to do, and well, you'll have to know what happens when we get to that video, but I was actually able to get down there, but I am a little sore now from working on the dryer, but overall I'm doing well. So the next video after this one, I am going to get back into the projects. I'm going to try to tackle the girls' room and my office, and then of course get into the decorating, which I'm really excited for because I have crap literally all over the house, and we're about to start school. So I'm just like, man, I felt just down for the count those 6 days. It was like I just felt so useless not being able to do what I wanted to get done, and the kids didn't want to keep helping me. It was so daunting. So I'm glad to be back moving around and fortunate that I still can, and I didn't like actually break a rib or something because I was really scared about that. But yeah, so now that I'm done picking up, putting all this stuff away and organizing that, I'm going to move on and I'm going to show you guys a quick meal idea. So I wanted to share with you another cooking meal. This day I'm making some of that salmon that I bought. It ended up being smoked, so it had a really nice flavor to it that I really liked. So I'll definitely be purchasing this one again from there if I see it. But I'm just cooking my rice up in my rice cooker. I prefer this if I'm making smaller amounts of rice over cooking it in a pan. When I'm only making 1 to 2 cups, I'll typically just use the rice maker. So yeah, I have that going there. That takes about 25 to 30 minutes. And then I just have some salmon. I end up rinsing it and then patting it down. And then I like to add my seasonings on top. I usually just do the basic stuff, just salt, pepper, paprika, garlic powder, garlic salt. And then I also add a little bit of brown sugar to it, so it's a little bit sweet. Having a nice amount of spices on the salmon really helps give it a really good flavor. And all the different powders and stuff, it gives it like a good, I don't want to say it's a crunch, but it's a nice crispy outer layer when you put in the air fryer or you bake it. I do mine in the air fryer, so I just season it up, I put it in here. I do like to score the top with a knife, so I'll just put a few little slits in the top so that way the oil has a place to rest, and then as it cooks, it just looks really nice when it comes out, so it's also visually nice when you eat.
So at that point, I just add some oil on top. I prefer olive oil, but you can also use avocado oil or any other like light oil. Just drizzle that on top a little bit. That helps to give it that blackened salmon type of thing going on, especially if you like rub it in more too. You'll get more of a charredness if you cook it longer, but typically just a drizzle in the regular time in my air fryer works for us. So I just do 400, and it usually takes between 12 and 15 minutes. It just depends on how thick the slice of salmon is. So I just pop it in there, and then while this was going, I just cut up a little bit of cucumber to have on the side with some salt. I ended up putting mine right in my salmon bowl, and I just ate it right along with my rice and that. I also really like doing like little sushi bowls. It was kind of like a variation of that, but people also snacked on this while I was cooking. Here's how the salmon turned out at the end. Calorie wise and nutrient wise, it really doesn't take a lot of salmon to have like a fulfilling meal. So obviously these 2 slices of fish I actually split up between the 4 of us, me and my 2 kids. So Savannah will eat like a regular size portion and Jordan will just have like a small piece. So I just divided all this fish up between us and then had it with the rice, so it ended up being very filling because salmon is really filling. So for the yum yum sauce, I just do my own. I just do mayonnaise and then sweet chili sauce and a little bit of hot sauce. I just use Frank Red's Hot. So you just mix all those together. I just kind of play it by taste. I just kind of put a little here, a little there. It's about a tablespoon of mayonnaise, tablespoon of chili sauce, and then your liking of hot sauce. Just mix that together and you can put it on top. When my rice comes out, I like to add a little bit of oil to it, even if I do add butter, because it gives it a good texture and it keeps it from drying out. And the olive oil is actually a good healthy fat to add to your diet versus the butter anyways. So I always put a little bit of that in there. And since the kids were going to eat this, I didn't overdo it on the garlic, but I like to put fresh garlic in the rice when I make it. Typically I also put like cilantro as well. I only had a little bit on hand because my frozen bag was running out that I keep on hand, but I threw a couple chops of cilantro in my bowl. But yeah, so I just put a little bit of that in there. You can also season this up a lot if you like. I also sometimes cook it with the onion. There's the kids' duck. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for all your well wishes for me on hurting my back. I am finally feeling better, so I'm going to get back into my office and the girls' rooms and into the holiday decorating, but I am feeling so much better now. So but I wanted to give you guys this quick grocery haul. I haven't done one in a while, and it was something, doable since I didn't have to do like a ton of moving. I actually already had this filmed, so it was like no big deal. So yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys are liking what I'm throwing in the cooking here and there. I know I was asked. I'll do a compilation video soon, actually. But nonetheless, more makeovers to come. I'll put a playlist right here if you want to check out some other videos and get caught up if you haven't yet. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. All right, bye.